This is the Boston Celtics newsfeed for Wednesday, July 17th, 2019. Reporting from Boston, Massachusetts, I am Mike Walsh for CLNS Media, the leading online provider of audio-video coverage for the NBA's winningest franchise.
When we got done with the draft and we started our preparation for free agency, as we started planning for Plan A, our Plan A was Kemba Walker and Enes Kanter.
Whether you believe him or not on that one, that was Celtics head honcho Danny Ainge speaking at today's introductory press conference for Boston's two major free agent acquisitions, Kemba Walker and Enes Kanter. You can view the entire presser on our YouTube page, youtube.com/CLNSmedia, but I will give you a gist of a breakdown right here. The first note is that Kemba Walker does appear to recognize that for all the talk of him being a winner, he has yet to win consistently as a pro. That, he says, is what brought him to Boston in the first place, where winning is the standard and expectations never cease to be championship or bust. There has apparently been some distant but mutual respect between Walker and Coach Brad Stevens, going back to the former's AAU days, and of course their meeting in the 2011 NCAA championship game, won by Walker's UConn squad over Stevens' Butler Bulldogs. However, this wasn't the flowery, excitable introductory presser Celtics fans witnessed a couple years ago, with Gordon Hayward and Kyrie Irving staring lovingly into each other's eyes, and of course Irving waxing poetic about Stevens' skills as a head coach. This presser was a bit shorter and just more businesslike in general. Here's a bit of Walker on the question of leadership, which obviously is now a major sticking point in the wake of Irving's rough year.
No, I'm not a rah-rah guy. If I had something to say, I'm going to say it, though. But I'm more of a guy who say things in a positive way. Everybody's different. You could talk to guys in a different way. But yeah, I just let things flow. I feel like if I'm doing something, if I'm working hard, I feel like that's how guys have to be. I try to lead by example for the most part.
Again, that was Kemba Walker at his introductory press conference today. If you watch it in its entirety on clnsmedia.com, you'll see him go on to talk about how important he views team chemistry, how easy to get along with he considers himself, and the relationships he's already started forming with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. He's known Gordon Hayward for some time as well. Perhaps the best illustration of Walker as a leader, though, came from his cohort on the stage, Enes Kanter, who told the story of a phone call he got from Walker through Danny Ainge's phone, recruiting him to come to Boston.
So he called me, I answered the phone, it was like a deep voice, and I was like, who's this? He's like, that's Kemba, man, we want you to be here, and we are very excited about it. I was like, that made me very excited and very feel special. I mean, obviously, as an, all-star guy like him and a superstar like him, and just calling me and just saying, hey, we want you to be here. That definitely made me very special. And I was like, I talked to my manager, I was like, I think this is the place that I want to play for.
Kanter also had his typical fun with the social media talk and about his choice to wear the number 11 jersey that, as many know, was last populated by Kyrie Irving. According to Stevens, though, Kanter's fit in the system is twofold. He said he admired Kanter's energy and effort running the floor, but was more enamored with his ability to dominate opponents on the block offensively. And, of course, because he's Brad Stevens, he also hinted that he caught sight of Kanter hoisting three-pointers this week. When it came to the Kyrie question, Ainge deflected blame away from Irving, saying that the team's former all-star point guard was just one piece of the whole team's issues last season. He did reiterate that he had had an eye on Walker since he was in college, and this was a guy that he had targeted. Ainge was honest, though, about this not being the team's plans prior to this offseason, and the result was, of course, limited resources after signing Walker. However, he was happy to say that Kanter was on board, despite the likelihood that the big man would probably have gotten more money elsewhere.
We needed a big guy, and Enes was on the board, and, we were worried someone was going to pay him a lot more money than we had available. And he probably could have got more money in some other places. And so we're grateful that he chose us. We wanted him, and we went after him, but he chose to be here, and we're excited about that.
Hey guys, the newsfeed is brought to you by betonline.ag. You can go to clnsmedia.com/win and you can get 50% cash back on your first deposit. Betting on sports, I recommend betonline.ag. You can use the promo code CLNS50 to get half your money back right off the bat. Betonline.ag also allows for mobile betting and live in-game bets. You can watch this press conference in full on the YouTube page and clnsmedia.com. You can also find on-site analysis from our own Sierra Goodwill and Jeff Goodman. Be sure to subscribe to the Boston Celtics newsfeed and keep checking in for our off-season updates. Until next time, for the CLNS Media Network, this has been Mike Walsh.